It was quite the misadventure to get here, but we have finally made it up to Bandy Creek Campgrounds again for this year. We're camped at A16, and I'll spin the camera around in just a quick second, kind of riding out a small afternoon rain shower. There we are, we're all kind of set up, and my Jeep, which is most of the cause of my disappointment for today. Ever since we got our new engine put in it last year, it has not ran nearly as good as it once did. Don't know what to do about that, but it's running hot and quite powerless. If you were to ask me, I'd swear they replaced it with a worse engine than they took out. But so we're camped here for the next 3 or 4 days. Not really sure what we're gonna do all in all. I know we've bookmarked quite a few off-trail waypoints. See if we can't find a couple waterfalls and some rock formations that aren't directly on the trail, and just some general relaxing. It hasn't been quite the good year for us. Work's got me pretty messed up, and just haven't had a lot of free time. So tonight I think we're going to do a Johnny Nix meal once the rain gets kind of done and we'll get set up. It's still kind of early in the afternoon. But anyhow, I just wanted a quick little intro for where we're at here at Bandy Creek. Okay, tonight's meal is a Meximelt casserole. It comes from Johnny Nix's website, and I used to really enjoy watching him on RFD TV. I don't think he's on anymore though. I haven't seen his show in quite a while, but he's a Dutch oven cook from Alabama, and like I said, I used to really enjoy watching him, so I'm trying one of his meals out for tonight's dinner. Simple ingredients: bell pepper, can of Rotel, cream of chicken soup, some sour cream, some chilies. I would have thought for sure an onion, but I did not see it in the ingredient list anywhere. Probably wouldn't have hurt to throw one in, but I don't have one with me. And his recipe called for frozen hash browns, and being that we're camping and had pretty confined space with my Jeep, and so we went with the Hungry Jack freeze-dried hash browns. So that's what I'm doing now, is got some water heating up for that. So I'm going to go ahead and start rehydrating these and get some coals started, and then once the combination of the freeze-dried potatoes rehydrate and the coals get started, we'll get back together and start putting this meal together. So with all this rain we've had, and it's a very humid day, so having some coal difficulty. It's not going to get as hot as it would on a drier day. The thing's going to be a little bit slow tonight, but that's okay. We're just chilling and relaxing. So. Okay, my burger's browning up fairly nicely. About half cooked up, but it's going kind of slow with all this dampness in the air. And I'm going to go ahead and I've already prepped up my red peppers, and it did call for an extra ingredient that I forgot to mention earlier, some taco seasoning mix. And then reading through the instructions, I did see where it did call for an onion. We don't have one, so it's going to be onionless, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. So off camera, I'm going to go ahead and mix the rest of my ingredients together. The sour cream, the cream of chicken soup, the rotel, and the chilies into basically a sauce. And then after the ground beef gets finished, we're going to layer that with the potatoes, which have now completely swollen. And I like these little potatoes, with the exception of you have to use all of it, or but they rehydrate really well. So let me get all that together off camera, and then as soon as the meat gets done, we'll layer all that together and get another set of coals going, and then just regular Dutch oven baking it for about an hour. Okay, I've got a new batch of coals going, and for ease, I just now put the new ones on the lid. I'm gonna let that kind of heat up for a quick second. But what I'm going to do while the lid is heating up is, let me set this right here. Try not to step in it. Okay. I just scooped all the burger meat out of the pan, left some of the grease behind, and I'm going to put about half of this package of potatoes in there. This is taking a little bit longer than I was expecting, and I'm starting to rush, so things are not going well for me right now. And yeah, okay. Okay, so there's about half that mix, the potato mixture, and the burger meat with the red peppers. I'll go ahead and put that in there. Kind of smooth that out. Okay. I'm afraid it's going to be dark by the time I actually get to eat. And that by no means is any of my intention, but just the way it's working out, and it's I'm not so sure how I'm going to think about this when it's all done. And there's that top layer of potatoes. Which kind of worked out perfect. And the last bit, which is really kind of an ugly ass mess, is the chicken soup, sour cream, rotel, and oh yes, the green chilies. So that's all gonna go in there. That'll melt down, and just kind of cook all up in there with it. And then and what do I do with my lid lift? There it is. put the lid back on it and let it start cooking, and then we'll be just kind of done and waiting. Alright, sorry for all the confusion, the delays, but there'll be a meal soon enough. Alright, thank you. Okay, so it's been pretty close to 45 minutes or so. So I'm going to go ahead and put the cheese on there. Starting to steam up, not really bubbling up or anything yet, but it's I think it's doing okay. Get some cheese going on here. And then just let that finish up. Okay, I'm gonna pretty much just pull this as it is. It's been just about half an hour since you put the cheese on there. Got a few new coals going to try to get some top heat working on it. But it's getting late. And everybody's hungry and grumpy. And so I'm kind of calling this meal a bust. We're going to go to bed with a warm meal in our bellies, but that's pretty much it. It's nothing special. There's going to be plenty of it.
Well, I'll get mine. Yeah, that's probably good.
That's good right there?
Start with, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
I'll just take yours and leave mine there, please.
Okay. So there we go. A failed attempt at Johnny Nix's Meximelt casserole. I want to thank you for sticking around, Rain, and watching it with us. And until next time, we'll see you in the woods.